Well, it's later on in the afternoon. In fact, it's night time, about 10 o'clock. I've been doing other things, so I had to put this down, but it's complete, pretty much. Well, yeah. Okay, 90% complete, because I've got to put on the charge wires, but initially I want to actually see if it works. So I've left these open and the positive and negative open. Obviously they're going to be fixed to where they are, but the trigger wires might have to be changed. Yeah, I've got a rubbish energy efficient light, a rubbish one, that doesn't really light its room that well, but I can see perfectly fine. So that's the whole thing now. In fact, I'm going to stand up with it. I've modified the rotor again to, it's not stable, but yeah, to have it this way around, because it was easier to mount the coil that way. And yeah, I prefer to put them that way actually. This is the coil. It's been modified slightly, or the trigger wires have been put into a more stronger housing, so I don't have to mess around with the wires, end up snapping it right at the coil and buggering the whole thing. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I've fixed them on there permanent. I've identified which one's which, even though it does look like a tangled mess. There's two that's twisted more than the rest, like that one there. So these two right on the left side are the one pair, and that's the other pair. And they'll be going straight into this. Standing over everything here. Yeah, that's the inputs right there as my shadow is casting. I put 18 gauge wire, it's like heavy, just in case I use a different coil, so it shouldn't affect it too much because it's only a small amount. And the copper runs down here are only thin, so they only handle so much. Yeah, they're going to go into there. This I'm going to actually mount this way around, because the trigger wires coming off the pots, sorry about that again, these very fine wires, they're running off from the left side pot, and then one here, there, yeah, that one's running from the right side pot. And they'll be going together in there once I've figured out which way around it goes. So I guess I'll wire it up and find out, but I'll just do it just off the camera. Or at least I'll wire it up and then power it just in case it blows up beautifully, and yeah, it happens. Okay, then I'll see you in a little bit.